Welcome to episode 0, the purpose of new series, Off the Script. In this episode, I'll talk about this new series. The shortest answer is it is Q&A about KoLe SHIKOKU Japan, and also it is my public challenge to overcome my fear. Now, what is my fear and what is my challenge? Stay tuned to find out. You are watching or listening to an episode of Off the Script. I'm Satoko, a Bespoke Artisanal Experience Coordinator, the founder of KoLe SHIKOKU Japan, and the host of this show. In this series, I will answer one question about KoLe SHIKOKU Japan per episode without a word-to-word script. This program is not ordinary Q&A because it's also my journey to get used to speaking in my second language to the general public without a word-to-word script. Will I ever get comfortable? Now, it's time to go off script. As I mentioned earlier, this series is KoLe SHIKOKU Japan's Q&A, and also it is my public challenge to overcome my fear. In this video, I'll explain my challenge and fear in 3 sections. A, about the challenge. B, explaining my fear and solution by answering 3 why questions. And C, how to proceed the challenge. At the end, I'll also mention who is this series is for. So I hope you will stay till the end. Before I talk about my fear and challenge in details, I'd like to briefly explain my challenge. The purpose is for me to get comfortable with speaking in my second language to the public without using word-to-word script. In the challenge, I will answer one question that AI picked for me to answer per episode. I'll use outline instead of using word-to-word script. And I'll be on camera with much less prepared state compared to when I usually give presentation or speak to the public. That's the overview of my challenge. Now, let's move on to the main part of this episode. I'll explain my fear and the challenge by answering 3 why questions. Why am I afraid of going off word-to-word script? Why do I want to go off word-to-word script? And why on YouTube? I'll start from the first question. Why am I afraid of going off word-to-word script? There are 2 main reasons: grammar and pronunciation. As you know, Japanese language and English language are completely different languages. The sound used in each language is different. The structure is different. I'll give you a few examples. For the grammar, we don't have preposition like on, off, in, out, those kind of words. And also in Japanese language, we don't identify either a noun is singular or plural. For the example of the pronunciation, we don't have L and R sound separately. We have a similar sound somewhere in between, but towards the more L side. So, for Japanese ear and a mouth, lice and a rice tend to become lice. You see what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of miscommunication occurred by my mistake of grammar and pronunciation. The worst of all is when it happens, I'm not aware of it happened. But with word-to-word script, it minimizes or covers my fear. When I write the script, grammar checker will tell me wrong spelling and grammar. And once it's done, the spell of each word will help me to pronounce them correctly. Now, doesn't it sound I better off sticking to the word-to-word script? For the longest time, I thought so. And that is the cue to the second why question. Why do I want to go off the word-to-word script? Currently, I have time and quantity dilemma. Remembering word-to-word scripts in second language takes so much time. For example, the last time I checked, for me to remember 15 minutes presentation, it takes 7 full days. I can't do anything else but trying to remember in the 15 minutes presentation scripts. I have a lot that I want to share with you, but if I keep using word-to-word script, nothing get done, nothing get to be shared. So if I get comfortable speaking in my second language to the public without using word-to-word script, and it takes less time, then I want to try. I could practice this privately until I feel comfortable doing it in front of people, but I decided to do it on YouTube publicly. Why? That is the third why question. Why on YouTube? I have 3 main reasons. First reason, it is for my motivational reason. Yes, I have tried practicing this privately and it didn't work at all. Then I realized that I need real purposeful material for me to practice, like answering questions about KoLe SHIKOKU Japan. The second reason, I'd like to do this on YouTube for the people who have same fear as me. I want them to know they are not the only one. The public speaking we see on TV, YouTube, or TikTok are well prepared or well experienced version, complete version. We never get to see the process or incomplete version. By showing incomplete, less prepared version here, I want to prove that the more we do, the better we get through this challenge. The third reason why I do this on YouTube is for my English speaking sample. Yes, it sounds a bit weird, isn't it? But the last thing I want to do is disappointing anybody by my English. So having this series on YouTube channel, anybody can check how I speak English before they make inquiry or book Zoom meeting. Because how I speak here is pretty much similar to how I speak on Zoom. Only I'll be more relaxed on the Zoom. So that's my fear and solution. Now, one last question remains for this episode. How do I proceed the challenge? Here are some guidelines or rules I set myself. 1. I will use outline instead of word-to-word script, and I'll allow myself to take a look at it while I'm speaking. 2. I'll be on camera with much less prepared state than when I usually give presentation or speaking engagement. The level of practice, it will depend on my schedule for each episode. 3. I will edit video, but I'll keep it editing as minimum as possible. 4. I will share the outline I used on each episode at the end of the video. That is how I am speaking right now. So that's all about the new series of the script. Let's recap. This series is about KoLe's Q&A and also my public challenge to overcome my fear and get comfortable speaking in my second language to the public without using word-to-word script. And this series is for those who want to know more about KoLe SHIKOKU Japan, for those who share same fear as me, for those who want to be sure whether my English is good enough for them or not, and for those people who wants to see if I ever make any progress with my challenge. Now, I have 2 questions that I don't have an answer for right now. Will I get better? And how many episodes would it take? I hope you'll be back to check the answer for those 2 questions. For you to catch the latest episode, please subscribe our YouTube channel and turn on the notification. So, that's about it. Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope you'll be back for the next episode. Thank you. That's all for this episode. If you have questions for me to answer in this series, please leave them in the comments. For more details about my challenge, please check out episode 0. Your support gets me going, so if you like this episode or want to let me know you've just listened to it, please like it or leave a comment wherever you are listening. And please follow me here. Thank you for watching and for your support. See you next time.